The second reading today, St. Paul tells us that the Spirit comes to our aid in our weakness. Oh, I don't know about you. I don't like looking at my weakness. I don't like looking at the things where I fail. I don't like looking at the things where I just can't get anything to work right. And yet St. Paul invites us to recognize our weakness today. I don't like when I can't do what I think I'm supposed to do. Those times when I say, don't judge, don't say anything, don't open your mouth, and then it comes out. I'm sure none of you have ever experienced that before. But those times of selfishness, failures in discipline, distractions in prayer, my own insecurities that I struggle with, self-recrimination, and not even knowing how to pray as I ought, as St. Paul says. You know, here I am a priest, and says, you don't even know how to pray as you ought. But he says, the Spirit Himself intercedes with inexpressible groanings, and that the Spirit prays in us. And this is the mercy of God. That our prayer is not just us, but it's us with God in partnership. Now, guess who the junior partner is? It's not the Holy Spirit. Just saying. But we're called to recognize that we need to be small. We need to get out of the way. You see, we're not called to pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps. We can't climb the ladder to heaven on our own. We need to recognize our inabilities, our weaknesses, our brokenness. And in that, not to get down on ourselves, but rather to invite the Spirit in. For the Spirit comes to the aid of our weakness. You see, I think God likes the small, the weak. In the Gospel today, we hear that Jesus talks about the kingdom of heaven being like the mustard seed. That smallest of all seeds. But then slowly, organically, it explodes into this giant bush. Or like yeast, just a small measure of yeast put into the whole dough, this almost nothing that then leavens the whole dough, and it rises. Are we small enough to allow God to work in us?